Are you Christian?
I would say, so I don't, that's an interesting question because I don't think Christians would claim me, if that makes sense. I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in God. I believe a lot of the teachings of the Bible, but I don't go to church. I don't read my Bible like a stereotypical Christian, doing the things that would be like, hey, you need to do these things to be a Christian. I've pulled what I need to over the years from church and the Bible and just life, and
Right.
kind of have my own thoughts and beliefs. So I'm spiritual. I still pray every day, pray before meals, try to pray before I go to bed, be grateful, try it, But I don't think they would classify me as a Christian. I try to do the golden rule, the do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. I try to live that,
But
thoroughly.
it didn't work, huh?
It didn't work.
Right. And you know why?
Why?
There's not one person on earth that can live up to that.
Oh, well, yeah,
You know why?
Why?
Because those rules are made by man and not by God. If you want to live, you got to drop all those rules. Everything you've been taught, forget it. Then you can live. What do you think about that?
Well, is that how you live?
Yes.
And
That is amazing.
how's it working out?
Perfectly. Wow. Drop all those rules. You can't live up to it. You're going to try all your life to try and live up to the Christian rule, right? Look at the Christians. They're not even living up to it.
Okay, so
Is that true or not?
just some 10 commandments, like let's just talk 10 commandments just briefly.
Right.
Right? If you killed me right now,
Right.
you could walk out of here and feel good about yourself.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't drink the water. I'm glad I didn't drink the water, and it was a sealed bottle that was thrown at me because there was no hesitation with that answer from you.
Right. So let me ask.
Let me ask, am I one of your more fun guests recently?
What do you mean?
Am I one of the more fun ones? Because I'm sure you get some real stick in the muds.
Yeah, but you are fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
you are fun.
Great.
So let me ask.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I got to ask.
Yeah.
You said that you're spiritual, right?
Sure.
Now, what is spiritual?
Well, spiritual is like, basically it's, I have my own beliefs, so I believe in God, and I've taken things from the Christian faith,
Right.
but it's not, I don't think what I believe is part of any specific religion.
Right.
The closest to what I believe in is definitely still Christianity, because I believe in a lot of the core values and certain teachings and stuff like that. But I do not enjoy going to church anymore. I don't. I enjoy the personal journey more than the public one.
And why don't you enjoy church anymore?
The reason I don't enjoy church anymore is I felt like you said, with men are making these rules, right? I feel like a lot of churches, that's all man-made.
Yes. I agree.
So, right?
Yeah.
So
I totally agree.
I think that's where the message from God gets very muddy
Yes.
and very unclear, where you have people that are just on a human level, being more judgmental than you, trying to
Yes.
outshine each other, trying to outpraise each other, where you're talking about throw all that stuff away.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do with
Right on.
aspects of my religion, because I'm like, that's not, like, if there is a God, which I believe there is, but if there is a God, you think that God is really going to be impressed by a person going, oh,
That's
more
right.
than somebody else in the church? And that's
right.
like,
Good point.
it becomes a weird competition where I'm like, this is not about the message, you're making it about yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like
Amazing.
aspects of church. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do you believe in the order of God? God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, women over kids. Do you believe in that order of God? In your little spirituality, do you believe in that order?
In my little spirituality, in your little spirituality, what are you thinking about this stuff? You still thinking that men and women are equal? Because I'm finding some loopholes in what you're telling me right now. I think that
do you believe in that order of God, not man order, but God's order? Do you believe that order?
I think that God is still the top,
Right.
right? But then it's more of like a, it's like a line. It's like a squiggle line. There's cases and stuff like that, but it's more like an even line.
What do you mean?
Okay, so God, men and women are equal, and then there's, animals below that, and, that kind of a thing.
But God said that man is over the woman.
Okay.
And what do you say about that?
I think that
Was he
it's
lying?
up for interpretation.
Was he lying?
Well, I'm not going to say whether or not God is lying or not. I think that we have to agree to disagree on certain things.
Oh, you and God?
Huh?
You and God?
No, you and I.
Oh.
I think we agree to disagree on certain things. But I wouldn't say that God lies.
And so when he said the man is over the woman as he is over the man, was he lying? Well, not lying. Was he playing?
I think, God, why are you playing? Why are you playing, God? You a real one for this one. Quit playing, God. I think so much of the Bible, because I think that's what you're referring to, is Scripture, is so much is up for interpretation. And you're talking about how man messes things up. A man is interpreting and translating into other languages. The first iteration of the Bible, what I think, is it's a game of telephone. Every time that thing gets translated, it's a little bit different.
That does happen.
Every single time.
Yeah. I noticed that.
So,
But was he playing when he said the man is over the woman?
I think it's up for interpretation.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you believe the woman came from the man?
That's a hard question. It's something that I would have to further think about before I answer. Another thing that's difficult about my upbringing, I grew up very strong Christian faith, right? A lot of the things that I was taught and was indoctrinated into me at a very young age,
Right.
I've kind of pushed away and have not thought of for a very long time, to be honest.
And why not?
I think that there's a lot of good things that, with my upbringing being strict and very Christian, faith-based, but there's definitely some stuff with the church and stuff like that there's great memories and then there's not good memories of stuff. But most of the not so great memories are because of people associated with the church and nothing to do with the actual religion.
I understand, yeah.
So, but what's hard, personally, is sometimes just as a human, you sometimes clump that stuff together and you just don't want to think of any of this stuff.
Right. Okay. And so do you believe that the woman came from the man or you don't know at this point?
Possibly. From the rib of Adam?
Yeah.
That's what you're referring to?
Right. You believe that?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if the woman came from the man...
She's only really a portion of the man, which is like not even the full effect. So inherently, women are not as good as men.
It's not about being good. It's about being the order.
The order.
Yeah.
Well, I think that as things evolve over time, I think that the head of the household, traditionally back in the day, was a male figure. I think that it can be successful where there's a female head of the household now. No?
Never will be, ain't gonna be, can't be, won't be, never be. The woman always needs the man to guide her. Unless she has truly returned to the Father.
Unless she's trans. Then she's man and woman.
That's right.
Right?
So let me ask, because of time,
Yeah.
So you're not sure if the woman came from the man?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look in the camera and say that. One of those cameras.
Yeah, I don't know. You want another take? Wait. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
So let me ask.
Nobody can actually know.
Why not?
Nobody can. What do you mean? We weren't there.
Where?
We weren't at the beginning of time.
Oh.
We weren't there.
Amazing.
So God could have created the world in 7 days, or he could have snapped his fingers and started the Big Bang, or it could have been something completely unrelated where the Big Bang was just a thing that cosmically happened without divine creation.
So
there's so many there's literally all of these different ideologies where I have my thoughts of how the world maybe was conceived, but nobody knows.
So you, so you're not sure?
I think, you want to know personally what I think?
Yes.
I think it's a combine. I think that it was like a divine, I think it's called divine creation or divine intervention, where like perhaps that God started like the Big Bang. You know what I mean? I think a higher power created our universe.
Right.
But then as far as like the 7 days thing, that's so much for interpretation of God's 7 days could have been millions of years in between all of those things. So that's where you have the different eras of dinosaurs and stuff like that. But how I grew up, the world was 6,000 years old. That's how I was taught.
Right.
My science books at the school that I went to, they were creationist science books, and people their minds are blown when I tell them that like 6,000 years, like literal translation from the Bible. It was mixing science and faith, and that's the textbooks that I grew up going to a private Christian school.
Really?
Yeah.
So let me ask, do you believe, and then I got so many more, and the times are going by fast, but let me ask, do you believe that the God above is the man's God and the God below is the woman's God?
So is the devil a woman and is God a man?
No, it's the God above the man's God and the God below the woman's God.
So do women, when they pray to God, they're actually praying to the devil? Is that what you're saying?
That's a good point, man. Right on. So you do know that then.
So I know that.
So
I believe that women think the Lord, when they think the Lord, they're actually praying down to the depths of hell because women's God is Satan.
right on. I rest my case.
I rest my case.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Your wife's gonna beat you up for saying that. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But what if I like it?
What is what?
What if I like when she beats me up?
Oh, whatever. So you do believe that. Amazing.
Amazing.
So let me ask.
I'm starting to work on my impression of you, and I like it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What the?
What the? Amazing.